Hey, good people. So, I'd like to tell you the reasons why I use Anchor. The first reason is Anchor's free, and who doesn't like free things, eh? The second reason is you can record with a person who's at a remote location, as in someone who's not there with you. Another reason is Anchor is like the tool you need when you're starting a podcast. They've made everything easy for you. You can record within the comfort of your bedroom, sitting room, your friend's place, inside the car, anywhere. Another thing is, I already said it, but it's a point on its own. Anchor distributes your podcasts in different platforms. Example is Spotify, Breacher, Google Podcasts, and Anchor looks for sponsors for you. You can get sponsors and then you'll get cash. They'll pay you for guys listening to your podcasts. It's everything you need to start a podcast. You can download Anchor in various app stores, the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, or you can go to Anchor FM to get started.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Sage Be Me podcast. I will be your host for today, Sage Be Me. So before we get on to the business of today, I'd like to notify you guys that I started my own Patreon. This is where I'll be posting podcasts. I'll be posting videos that won't be going on YouTube or Spotify or any platform apart from that specific Patreon. I'd like you guys to subscribe. There won't be any fee for the first 3 months, so please join up. You'll get to enjoy a whole bunch of content. It will be very informative, so please make sure you check the link down on the description. So we're still in happiness. For the past few weeks, as you can note, I've not been feeling it. Let's say I've not been in a happy state, but I've been practicing the happiness part. How have I been practicing this? I told you guys, once you're having fun, once you do something, then you do something hard. Once you do something fun, then do something hard. It won't be as hard as it is, yeah? Like I can't remember giving you, but I read this example. When you're about to present and your boss comes in, it's a conference and you're presenting something, eh? A project or something of the sort, eh? So your boss comes in and he gives you pressure in the sense that don't blow this up, we're depending on this. So once you get this little pressure, your mind will shift. You will start thinking, oh, I'm not supposed to mess this up because it'll make CG blah blah blah. As in, you'll get that kind of effect of feeling So last week, my sister and we usually work out in the morning, eh? So while we are working out, working out is not easy. So there's this song that was in what's the name of this? Rush Hour. There's this song that was in Rush Hour. So it just yeah. So that song, we were working out, and you're supposed to breathe out while working out, yeah. So I just had my sister say So I started up with the song. So we started singing the song while working out. Then we didn't even realize that our 20 seconds were up to stop and move on to the next workout. As in, it was so much enjoyable that we were like, wow, any time is passing by that fast. As in, we were enjoying the workout more than the workout being strenuous. I don't know if you guys are getting this, eh? So I was reading, because I actually have no idea. I had no idea about this happiness that I wanted to cultivate in your heads and my head as well. I told you I started reading The Advantage of Happiness. So in this book, the author tells us that they said they took 75-year-olds and told them to act like it's 75 minus 20, act like they were 55. It was like 1980 something or all the sort. So they told these guys to act like they were 55 years old back in the 70s, I think. Yeah. So when they told them to act like this, as in they were told there will be no news in the time beyond 1970s, beyond the 1970s. So they were supposed to act like they were in that time frame. These guys are 75 and above. So their body posture got better, their eyesight improved, as in everything changed, as in they were in that mindset that really changed how they looked at life, how they behaved in life. They were being the people they were back 20 years ago. This is like time traveling in your head. Imagine time traveling in your head, believing that and acting like you have all the time and energy to do whatever that you want to do. Man, that's some awesomeness. It's like Einstein said, there are two people, one moving at the speed of light and the other one who's just there. Who do you think would age faster? Einstein said the answer will be the person who's there will age faster than the person moving at the speed of light. Light really moves fast. So the faster the person is moving, the slower he ages. And this person who's just on earth will age really fast. So if this is true and your mindset determines how old you are, you can time travel. Behave like a person who's 20 if you're 30. If you think you're really old, go back. If you want to act like a grown-up, you are 18, act like you're 25. You will embody that person. You will become that person. And as sure as the sunrise, if you behave like you are a successful person, you are successful. The author tells us that they were in the double-decker up on the bunk bed. So they practically were playing. Then the sister fell down. The author usually he's going to tell the truth because he's the one telling the story. So I start laughing when he says this, because everyone has their own truth, right? And if the sister was the one telling the story, the truth will be actually different, you get? So after I read that, as in the sister fell on the bunk bed and they were playing with soldier toys and unicorns and everything. So the sister fell down on all fours, like how cats land. Not landed. Oh my goodness. Where did I learn my English? I learned it from watching cartoons. Yes, I learned English from watching cartoons, and I still watch cartoons. Yeah, back to the topic. So at this point, the sister was just about to cry. Then the author was like, he called her name and there was like, hey, look. No human being lands on all fours. You are a unicorn. Then he observed the sister. She's actually feeling physical pain, but the sister really likes unicorns. So the frown and the sadness all turned into a smile and they were happy. She quickly climbed up the bed and they continued playing. Mind you, after that, the sister went to hospital because she broke one of her limb. So I'm like, you can be in real pain, but your mind is the one that decides if you actually are going to be happy or sad. Like, before we began the journey, we already said that happiness is a state of mind, yeah? So you can be in pain but still be happy, and the happiness can really help you overcome the pain, because once they continued playing, she didn't even realize that, oh, something has happened. It's like my boy, he plays rugby, eh? He enjoyed the game, as in, you know how rugby is rough, eh? So my boy dislocated his shoulder, but he was busy in the game. So once he was taken out of the game, and then guys were looking at him, hey, were like, say, dude, your hand. What's with my hand? Then he looked at his shoulder. Whoa. His shoulder was dislocated and he didn't even realize this. So after seeing that the shoulder was dislocated, that's when he actually started feeling the pain, yeah? As in, it's all in your head, eh? So while reading this book, I got to a point that it really made me go, as in, feel like whatever I was thinking is actually right. So the author goes ahead and talks about Einstein's discovery on the theory of relativity. So he goes ahead and says relativity is not really confined to physics. Relativity is everywhere. As in, you should connect everything. If you see this person doing this, there's a reason why he's doing this. Even if it doesn't make sense to you, there is a reason, yeah? You get? It doesn't make sense to smile when you're hurt. It doesn't make sense to keep on playing while your shoulder is dislocated. But because I'm enjoying, because even if you checked out when you were kids or when you play football, someone falls down, he gets back up immediately and keeps on playing. As in, I'm enjoying this more than the pain. So the pain doesn't really matter. The pain can relax. I'll finish up. So I'm coming to realize if you're in a how am I going to say this? If your mindset is fixed to the point that you're in pain, you're struggling, man, you'll be in pain and you will struggle. This is an assurance. This is guaranteed. But if you change your mindset, if you allow your mindset to grow, if you allow your mindset to go to beyond, it's like the book is saying, your reality is limited to your mind. If you believe that you can't make it, man, you won't make it. But if you have that belief that you can do this, you can move mountains, whatever, you will move them. You will do it. Just believe. It all starts from there. Then you'll start taking action. But once you believe that you are the victim, you're struggling, and you start complaining, you'll waste all your effort complaining instead of going out there and doing or becoming the person who you want to become. You'll always be there wishing you did A, B, C, D, while you could be doing A, B, C, D, the small moves. And personally, I believe everything comes into line with whatever you're doing. I'm not just saying this to give you hope. I'm saying this because I am proof of that. I didn't thought that I would get here while recording podcast or shooting my videos, but hey, people have told me that hey, they like the content, that hey, they should be listening more to the content, that as in, people even come for me, you should go listen to my boy's podcast, The Grace and Space. He asked me, hey bro, how do you start? I told him the steps, the simple steps, the small steps, and he actually moved. Wow, I should leave a link and you should actually listen to his podcast. You will enjoy. Kojili, he speaks about mind-opening things, something that, okay, his podcasts are much longer than mine because I don't know. I try to make everything short and easy and fast, yeah. But we're basically on the same content, but he's doing really good work. You should go listen to The Grace and Space. And my boys out there still trying to make things move, because the other day I saw Hezion, the tech guy. He's making a podcast. He'll most probably, I think he'll be talking on tech. Yeah. So I started. People see that I started, and I'm actually pushing it, and they're getting into it. So you do what you, even in workout. I started working out alone. Then after a few months, my sister joined me, and we've been working out, and it's kind of fun, enjoyable. So just do it. Discipline is the hardest thing of it all, but it's all in your mind. It's all in your head. If you believe that you're the victim, you will always be the victim. If you believe you're the victor, you will be the victor. And that's all for today, folks. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Follow me on my socials at Sage_B_me on Twitter, Sage_B_muchachos on Instagram. Follow on Spotify, Apple Music. You know what to do. Yeah, make sure you go to the description and subscribe to the Patreon. There's a lot of content. And on Friday, we recorded an episode with Super Ino and a friend of ours. So there'll be some hot content coming out. It's about love. You'll get to know what we talked about then. Yeah, so see you guys.